What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video we're taking a look at a new plugin from SSL called Plateverb. This is their new plate reverb plugin, and kind of hard to believe that they haven't had one or don't have one. They do have FlexVerb, but when I initially saw this, I really wasn't excited for it just because I have so many other plate reverbs. But we're going to check this out and see if it does anything that our other plate reverbs don't to make this worth picking up. So I'll go over the controls, and of course I'll let you hear what it sounds like. So standard controls that we have on this that you'll pretty much see on any other plate reverb or reverb plugin. We do have a couple different features on here that I'll point out when we get to them. But standard features that you'll see on pretty much any reverb, we have your size, we have density, in the middle we have time, we have color. Now this is going to, I thought initially that this was going to do like a dark or bright, but what this actually does is just the harmonics for the late reflections. So you can turn that up to get more reflections, and having it at 0, it'll sound very clean, almost no reverb at all. And then we have a blend between our early and late reflections. We can turn the reverb on and off here. And below we have our input controls. We have input gain, pre-delay, dampening for the low and high end, your mix, and your gain for your output. And if we click this menu icon, we're going to get a ducking, which is going to pop up here. Now this is something that I haven't seen on a plate reverb before. I've seen it on other reverbs. Most noticeably, you'll see this on delays. But what this does is it's going to duck the reverb under the dry signal while the dry signal is playing. And then once the dry signal stops playing, the reverb will kind of ring out. And we'll take a look at that, of course. I like this little duck icon that it has here. Oh, and left and right here, we've got a freeze where we can freeze the reverb, and then we have where we can kill the reverb. All right, so this is a singer-songwriter named Lucky Price, and we've got plate first. I got the ducker off. Let's go through just some of these settings so you can hear how it sounds. And I'm just going to play this on a loop. Let's go back here. Okay.
Just 'cause you're handsome, just 'cause I'm fine like wine, doesn't mean our lives should intertwine. No, no, just 'cause you got it, babe, I don't got to run, you try.
All right, now I'm going to turn up the color and hear how much more reverb you can hear with this color turned up.
Just 'cause you're handsome, just 'cause I'm fine like wine, doesn't mean our lives should intertwine. No, no.
All right, so you hear what that color does. Early late reflections. We'll go to the left and to the right with it.
Just 'cause you're handsome, just 'cause I'm fine like wine, doesn't mean our lives should intertwine. No, no.
All right, now let's look at the freeze as well as kill. So we hit freeze. This is going to freeze the reverb in place.
Just 'cause you're handsome.
And then we hit the X to kill it. All right, dampening.
Just 'cause you're handsome, just 'cause I'm fine like wine, doesn't mean our lives should intertwine. No, no, just 'cause you got it, babe.
All right, and what that's doing is it's affecting the reflections on the low end as well as the high end. All right, now let's check out the ducking feature, which is my favorite feature on here. So to get to the ducking, let's say we hit this menu here, and then we click the duck icon to turn on ducking. You'll see all the parameters light up. We've got attack and release, and then we adjust our threshold. And on the left, it's going to show your the input gain or input level. And on the right is going to show the gain reduction. So you want to bring down the threshold until you start to get some gain reduction.
Just 'cause you're handsome, just 'cause I'm fine like wine, doesn't mean our lives should intertwine. no. Just 'cause you got it, babe, I don't got to run, you try.
All right, so I'm going to turn the ducking on and off, but with the ducking on, you should be able to hear the dry signal a lot clearer because the reverb is being turned down while the dry signal is playing, and then when I stop it, you'll hear that reverb, or when the dry signal stops, you'll hear the reverb kind of ring out or continue on, like the tail of the reverb. So let's play this through with the ducker on. Well, first I'll start with it off. And again, you're going to hear a lot more reverb on top of the vocal, and then when I bring in the ducker, the reverb will be essentially compressed and turned down under the dry signal.
Just 'cause you're handsome, just 'cause I'm fine like wine, doesn't mean our lives should intertwine. No, no. Just 'cause you got it, babe, I don't got to run, you try. We all got options, let's not settle or waste no time.
All right, now I will point out that having the ducker on here is a very nice feature, although you can do this on your own by setting up just a standard compressor and sidechain to the vocal. You're able to achieve the same effect, but it's actually more... with it being built in, it's just easier to do than having to set it up manually. All right, final thoughts on plate reverb. So the price for this is $99, and of course I'll have a link in the description if y'all want to check it out, learn more about it, or pick it up. Kind of hard for me to justify this at $99 because there's so many good plate reverb plugins out right now. That's a lot less than $99. But kind of the killer feature to me is having that ducker on there. Now, I like to use Baby Audio's Crystalline, which does have a ducker, although it is a not a plate reverb. But I think it's just really going to come down to, do you really, or how bad you want to have a ducker feature in your plate reverb. I haven't looked at all the other plate reverb plugins I have to see how many does or doesn't have a ducker, but definitely not a typical feature you'd find on a plate reverb. All right, so I'm going to pass on this for now. Like, if this goes on sale for like $29 or something, then I would definitely consider it. But $99 does feel high to me. Granted, it's not the same price as like the SSL channel strips, which are like over $300, which is just ridiculous to me. But SSL makes really great plugins in my opinion, and I think this is a good sounding reverb. I just don't know if I want to pay $99 for it. So for me, I'm going to pass on this. But definitely comment and let me know what y'all think about this. And do you use ducking when you use a reverb plugin? Do you set it up manually, or do you use a reverb that has a built-in ducker? And if so, let me know what that reverb is in the comments. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if y'all want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.